very informative and of course educated program. My name is Sheyi Adeshina, and of course, like I do promise on a weekly basis, I will not stop bringing to you seasoned politicians, professionals, as well as captain of industry on this program. And of course, this week will not be an exception.
We the pop champagne, we the pop champagne, we the pop champagne. Pop, 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 pop.
Privileged to have a very important personality on this program. I'm very, very happy to have him on this program. My guest for today was June 1958. He has his higher national diploma in business management and a certificate in accounting from Federal Polytechnic, Mobi, Taraba State. And of course, I should refer to him as ranking honorable. My guest for today belongs to various committees, and of course is Honorable Jerimon Samuel Manwe.
Thank you. You're welcome to my place.
Sir, I know I'm not doing justice to your pedigree. Can we meet you properly?
Well, you've said a lot of things about me, and it may interest you to note that I was in the House of Representatives in 1992. And while in the House, I chaired the House Committee on Finance and Appropriation, along with Tinubu, the Asuwaju as my counterpart in the Senate.
My God.
And when the army came and chased us out, we all left and were scattered and were doing our petty businesses before the bell was rung again. We're all back here. I was here 2007 to 11 and now here again. It's been interesting and challenging. I was chairman. The last place I left before I contested was the National Commission for Colleges of Education, where I chaired the governing council. The board of National Commission for Colleges of Education. That's after being a commissioner in Taraba, member of the National Curriculum Programs Board, and other committees. So, an orphan, right from inception. It may interest you to note that I've been without my parents since, at the age of 6 or 7. And here I am today, I'm happy. And all glory be to God.
Also, you've had various appointments. You've been in the executive arm of the government, and of course the legislative arm of the government. Which one is more challenging?
The most challenging one is the legislative position. You know, the executive is only the chief executive that asks the question. Legislative positions, a lot of Nigerians, outside your constituency, even ask you questions. A lot of things have been expected from you. But in the executive, all you need to do is to do the bidding of your boss. Here, you have to do the bidding of both your bosses, who are your constituents, and other Nigerians. As I'm here, I'm not. The primary representation is, of course, to Lamido and Ardo-Kola. But the entirety is that I'm representing the people of Nigeria.
I will call you a ranking honorable.
Yes.
Can we let us know about achievements in the House?
Always want to avoid blowing my trumpets and telling you what I have done as a representative of the people. Because to the best of my knowledge, these are not things you should even shout about, because you are in the first place elected to represent the people. The essence of representation is to, one, make laws, represent the people, get their own share of the cake from the national purse, and help influence employment of the youth who are littered all over. And in all those fields, I can comfortably and tell you that I've excelled. Within the period that I've been representing my people, I've influenced the employment of well over 600 youth, both graduates, non-graduate and school staff. So because that is my primary focus. And in all the units I've represented, for the first, during the Sixth Assembly, I made sure every unit that I represent, 3/4 of the units have one drinking borehole, one borehole or the other, or one other thing else. I'm not claiming I'm fine enough. Recently, there was a road, we call it Jalingola, Ardo-Kola, Jalingola Road, which has been there for long. Some became ministers, councillors, even from that area. They weren't able to influence the construction of the road. Through my influence, I've been able to cause the construction of that road. The contract has been awarded, and it's ongoing. This is what my people have been yearning for. The people of that country have been yearning for over 50 years. And so many other things. But you are supposed to verify. In fact, normally I will refer you to my constituents. They will be able to tell you some of the things I'm saying. In addition, I've been representing my people. I don't believe that is when you sponsor a bill or you talk on the floor of the house that you are doing well, because the essence is let your people feel your representation. And I can adequately tell you that my constituents, my people, are feeling my representation, and I'm proud to do that. And I'll continuously do that. Even as I talked to you last year, just last week, somebody was employed. So I've devoted my time in ensuring that we've reduced the number of unemployed youth. Use my influence all over. You can't find me going to any ministry to look for contract. You can never see my notes, in any ministry asking for contract or for money. But I can write 120 letters seeking for employment for my constituents. And that I can do. And as a committee, having chaired several committees, I chair communication, interior, and now electoral matters, I can tell you that when I was chairman of communications, that was a challenging time. When I was dwindling network services, drop calls and whatever, I have always been on the operators. Anytime I've noticed that there's a problem with the network, I'll call the MD of whoever or whatever network. This is what is happening. There's a complaint. What is happening to your docker? If they don't respond immediately, I summon them. At the point when I call the MD, even if he's on his way to Taiwan, he will come back. I appear before my committee. The essence is to ensure that Nigerians, have the services they pay for. In fact, at the point, when we undertook the oversight of all the areas, like you've not invested much, but you are selling SIM cards. So we were on them, and we ensured that all those things that were not there were done. And what we even did was to ask them to bring their roadmap as to how they intend to achieve, some percentage of meeting up with the demand of the people. So we've done that, and within the period, working along with NCC there, there are good services. When Etisalat, I was the chairman when Etisalat came. When they had difficulties, we had to intervene because we knew that they were coming in to provide good services, and we ensured that all the bottlenecks were not there, and so many other things. I've been to commission some of the area, some of the equipment in Kaduna and whatever. So, and so many other things. And as in interior, I'm sure if you are monitoring, you know how I have fought to ensure that all the relevant laws that establishing the civil defense it's implemented. That's army, a section of them. We had insisted because the executive then didn't want it. These laws are maintained and are implemented. And it is as a result of my pressure that the federal government bowed to it and started training combat criminals who who vandalize pipelines and say they should go with, but it's not possible. The civil defense is performing incredibly well. And we feel if there's an armed squad of it, they can perform better. So like I'm saying, that is the issue. So, and of all the by-elections we've had, of course, they may have little hiccups here and there, but, they've done, creditably well, despite all this noise people make. So there can never be perfection. Only God is perfect. Even the developed democracies have not, done it perfect, well, been there for the past 200 years. So I'm saying the real test of my work will be when the 2015 election is conducted, if I still remain the chairman of the country.
Let me ask you, how was it like?
Well, challenging, I told you, at the age of 6 and 7, you've been there without a parents and in a village. So it takes only the grace of God for you to survive. But then, God is always there. Let me be very honest with you. When I started my primary school, I didn't even know that I was an orphan. But then, I was hardworking, doing menial jobs to survive. And when I finished my primary school, I got to secondary school. And let me tell you why I told you God is there. When I started my secondary school, which was a missionary school, there was this problem. If you're taking occupying position 1, 2, 3, the missionary pays your school fees. Though they were my uncles, I had some uncles who were in the army then and were actually helping. But let me be very honest with you. God has placed that I have been in that position. So I didn't know how my school fee was paid till I left school. And during our time, let me tell you, I would have been a PhD holder. If you get back to the schools I attended, nobody has known me to be done. Even where I attended, the university I attended, any place I attended, I've always come first. But I refused to go to university immediately I finished, and I was employed. Employed because I had younger ones behind me, not my younger brothers, my cousins, and they didn't help. So I took employment immediately. While I was working, I helped them, and including my friends. Those who are something else in my village and are working now, I've one thing or the other, I've affected their life. Sponsor them because I was working and I, as a young man, comfortable, doing small training, certificate in accounting with that time, just to keep me up. Not that I hadn't the qualification or the brain to go to university there. I just decided to stay to make sure things work for others. And after I said, okay, let me go and do the AHA. And as I talked to you, in fact, they gave me admission to do postgraduate and master's previous year, but I said it was challenging. I cannot join that. So my childhood was challenging but interesting, and I give God the glory.